Hey, well, just because you have a ma'am doesn't mean don't exist. And I've also been, if you look
All
right
right,
now,
let's be clear then, Mr. Garrett, because I don't like your smart ass attitude.
I'm
If
not
there's a
being,
dumpster or a dump truck on that Whitehorn address while you're on bond, that's a violation.
they're not dumpsters though. They're not, I don't have a dumpster. I don't even have one dumpster here.
Zero,
What do you
Garrett.
think is last?
Garrett.
Thank you. Daryl's iPhone, is your last name Garrett?
Yes.
All right, we'll rename you. We're gonna put you back in the waiting room until we're ready for you.
Okay.
Judge, Mr. Garrett and Mr. Schick are out of the breakout.
All right, Mr. Garrett, did you go away?
I'm right here.
Good morning. I understand
Morning.
you do not want the benefit of an attorney today?
No.
Okay. And Mr. Schick, where are we at on Mr. Garrett's stack of files?
He's running a business out of a residential home in a residential district that's zoned that way. He does not have a certificate of occupancy. And he also is keeping dumpsters in, which is part of his business in the residence.
All right, so you haven't worked anything out is what I'm hearing.
That is correct.
Okay. So, Mr. Garrett, what's your pleasure? You want to set these misdemeanors for trial and the civil infractions for formal hearings?
Yes.
All right. The misdemeanors, because they're misdemeanors, give you the option of a jury trial or a bench trial. Do you understand the difference?
Yes.
What do you want to do?
Jury trial?
You're going to do this without an attorney?
Yes. It's
You're
pretty
going
much
to
black
represent
and white.
yourself
Yes.
on ordinance violations.
On all of them, yes.
Okay.
Court appointed attorney that I was given, he didn't get me any information or wouldn't even answer my phone calls, so I just figured I could do it myself.
Okay. Let me just tell you something. I'm going to be very, very blunt. I've been on the bench for 21 years. I've never had a jury trial on an ordinance violation like this. If you do a jury trial on your own and you lose, I will probably put you in jail.
Hey, that's fine.
Okay.
Your Honor, we also would like to address bond conditions on this.
Your address on, yes, Mr. Kaplan, give me a minute. Your address on Whitehorn is correct, 8978?
Yes.
October 28th. 8:30 is your trial date. Mr. Kaplan, go ahead.
Was it October 28th, you said?
Correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah, Your Honor, with regards to what Mr. Schick has said, he is operating these businesses through all hours of the night. It's trash hauling, dumpsters. He's advertising with his listed residential property that doesn't have a business license or C of O as the place of business. So for bond conditions on this, because I'm sure I'm going to have to file a show cause probably today, we would request that you order him not to have any business in any place in the city of Romulus without a business license, and just with the acknowledgement that if he's found to be violating this, we will be filing show cause motions.
Mr. Garrett, any response to that?
Yeah, well, I don't conduct business out of my home ever. Not one time have I conducted business out of my home. Just because I have an address, my address is my business address. I think that's connected to my business. It's a dumpster rental company. The customers don't rent the dumpsters at my house. I take them to them. And
Where are you storing the dumpsters, Mr. Garrett?
what was that?
Where are you storing the dumpsters?
Where do you store the dumpsters before somebody rents them?
Well, before I got the no C of O and all these other tickets. They rent out so easily that you'll take them from one location and take them right to another location. I've never once
So
rented
you're
a
not,
dumpster in my at my home, and when I clean out the foreclosures for the banks, I can't remotely clean them from my house. I have to go to the location to do it. So they're wrong about running a business out of my home. I might work on some equipment there, like my trucks or something, especially through the pandemic because it was a
that's
stay-at-home
part of your
order.
business, Mr. Garrett. That's part of your business.
Yeah, but if they're personal vehicles I use sometimes for my business.
If I'm a trucking company and my job is I haul freight down the road, but I work on my semis in my driveway, that's part of my business. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So are you telling me you've never had dumpsters or dump trunks at the Whitehorn address?
Business related? No, sir. And they would have to
Well,
be,
I've never met anybody that you know has a dumpster at their house for pleasure.
hey, well, just because you have them doesn't mean don't exist. And I've also been, if you look
All
right
right,
now,
let's be clear then, Mr. Garrett, because I don't like your smart ass attitude.
I'm
If
not
there's a
being,
dumpster or a dump truck on that Whitehorn address while you're on bond, that's a violation.
they're not dumpsters though. They're not, I don't have a dumpster. I don't even have one dumpster here. Utility trailers with sides on them.
Your Honor,
I built
Your
them
Honor,
personally.
Then I'll
Your
order no
Honor,
utility trailers there.
Your Honor, I
Not
apologize,
changing
but
ordinances.
Your Honor, I apologize. Mr. Schick's waving a photo right now of the dumpsters on his personal property. Those look like business dumpsters to me, Your Honor. With
Where's
a
the
company that
commercial
had no
plate at?
business license. He's
Mr.
lying to you
Garrett,
right
hold on,
now.
Mr. Kaplan. Hold on, Mr. Kaplan. Mr. Garrett, you interrupt anybody else when they're talking, I'll hold you in contempt today and you won't have to worry about a bond. Is that clear?
Hmm.
Mr. Kaplan, go ahead.
Your Honor, and I apologize because, like I said, I was going to file a show cause motion on this pretty much immediately. But he's lying to you right now in front of you, which is contempt of court, possibly. He is, Mr. Schick has photos of the dumpsters on his property that he's saying are never there. I have advertisements on Google with his residential property listed for D's Dumpster and Clean Out and D&M Dumpsters and these things. I have his Lara that has his company listed as his home address, his Lara filing. We have videos. I mean, this has been an ongoing issue for the neighbors.
All right.
And he's obviously explaining to you right now that none of this is going on.
I've heard enough. I've heard enough. Mr. Garrett, listen to me. You're digging yourself a hole, brother. You're digging yourself a hole. What you need to do, if you're going to be in business, what you need to do is go out and hire an attorney that can advise you on business matters. One of those things that attorney is going to advise you is you can't do this kind of stuff out of a residential neighborhood. Sit down with the city, find out what you have to do to be in compliance. There's property in the city of Romulus where you could do all this out of and probably even afford it. But who's going to run your business if I put your butt in jail? Don't get your back up, dude. There's a right way and a wrong way to run a business, and you're not doing it the right way if you're trying to do it out of that address in Whitehorn. And from your mouth, you're running it there. You're working on your trucks there. That's part of your business. You tell me what you want to do. You want to try to comply with the city of Romulus, or you want to fight this?
I already tried been complying with the city of Romulus for a long time now. The
All right,
police
here's
won't
what we're
answer
gonna
my
do.
phone. I got Mr. Kaplan saying that he's gonna take my house from me in the breakout room last court date. I'm getting. There's no way. I'm not doing anything on it. You know.
Are you clear that your bond condition is you don't have anything on that address other than passenger vehicles? No RVs,
Isn't the
no
ordinance,
horse trailers.
the ordinance though is 2 trailers, right, per lot?
I'm not talking ordinance. I'm talking my bond by bond conditions.
Your Honor, he has multiple trailers.
I didn't ask you anything, Mr. Schick.
Sorry.
Mr. Garrett, do you understand what I had just said? Nothing but passenger vehicles.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't see how that's right. There's a right and a wrong way to do this.
Then you can appeal me.
All right.
If I lived in your neighborhood and what it sounds like is going on, I'd be real upset. I don't think that's fair to the residents.
Well, it's not also fair to me that they're threatening to kill my dogs and calling the police on me about my dogs being at large, which I know they haven't been.
Then you need to go to the police and make reports about threats. That's not in front of me today. What's in front of me is what apparently is a business being run on Whitehorn.
Which is
So to make
true.
sure that stops today, I'm ordering you nothing at that address other than residential passenger vehicles. No commercial vehicles, no horse trailers, no utility trailers. Clear?
I don't see how that's right though, sir. I don't.
I'm not asking you if you agree. I'm asking if you understand.
Yeah, I understand.
There you go. Nothing else. November or October 28th is our jury trial date. Once again, sir, I would highly advise you to go talk to an attorney, a business attorney, and get some advice. Yes, sir.
And Your Honor, for the record, Your Honor, for Mr. Garrett, if an attorney does reach out to me, I am willing to work with him, with any attorney or Mr. Garrett, as long as the house is not being run as a business and prevent a jury trial and possible jail time on this case.
I appreciate that. Mr. Garrett, you had a question?
Yes, I have my camper here, and what do I do about that? I just have to go pay to store
Park it somewhere else. Park it somewhere else.
Okay, and then I have one more question. Oh, I guess that's for trial. Never mind. I'm good. Thank you.